Live. Go. All right. How you doing, Pia?
I'm good as usual. Happy to say that.
I'm,
How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. Long day, but we're back with another info session, trying to help a few more people. But I know everyone that's tuned in, they're probably wondering, like, how do I get a free laptop and earbuds? But you stay tuned, and we will tell you somewhere
Mhm.
in this info session. We will slipping in how you can get a free laptop and earbuds. But we're going to go ahead into the info that others may want to know about, which is the value add that we're doing, and that is the Agile Basics program. So I know we keep talking about the Agile Basis program, but it's a very unique program. It's
Mhm.
different from so many other programs that you may enroll into, whether under an organization or just individual programs. And one of the key benefits is the real world experience. But
Yeah.
Agile Basics is a 3 month course. That's 4 weeks of learning the basics, and then it's 8 weeks of using what you learned to help you get jobs or help organizations optimize systems as well. So, Agile Basis program is, like I said, different from any other program that you will enroll into, and it is very engaging and exciting, should I say, with all the help and all of the coaches that we have involved. Many different backgrounds, many different
Yeah.
resources, and it's that's a great program.
Yeah. Yep. I could agree. Especially because of the experience. And as I know, some of you who've seen the lives before on the info session, many of you probably have not. I know we're streaming from various platforms. So I know we have LinkedIn, we have Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. But for those who are not familiar, the reason why we put a lot of emphasis on the hands-on experience, because if you've looked at other boot camps or have joined other boot camps for any other thing, in most cases, they do not offer hands-on experience. So we want to put emphasis on that because a lot of times you'll join a boot camp or you'll go to school for something, but you still can't get a job. And that's usually everyone's nightmare, is like spending all this time, all these resources and money, and you cannot get a job. So we know about that already. We've all had to deal with it. So this is part of the reason why we put it as a major, major highlight of our program.
Yes, and cert doesn't mean job, just so you guys know.
Right. It does not. It just means certification. And let me tell you, when I took the certification, I was super excited, but it was only 2 days. So although I fell in love with Scrum, I got a chance to understand what Scrum is. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I still could not get a job because I did not know how to actually do the job. So cert does not mean job.
And we'll talk more about that later in the
Mhm.
presentation. But as you see, you guys here, I have that Tesla bot, and it's amazing how the Tesla bot was created. And we'll talk more about that here soon. So, companies that have adopted Agile. You saw the Tesla bot in the slide previously. So Tesla, SpaceX, Amazon, Spotify are just some bigger companies that we want to call out that have adopted Agile. And if you notice, it's one thing they have in common. It's innovation. It's bringing products and services to the market faster so you can purchase those products and services. So that is the benefit of Agile and adopting Agile, and why big organizations do work under Agile and with the different frameworks. And inside of those frameworks, there's roles.
Yeah.
We're teaching those roles, two of those roles specifically. And with that being said, we have the expertise because we have been working in these roles for years and years. And the coaches that we have also have been working in these fields and in these frameworks for years as well. So from resume builds to really teaching you how to efficiently work in the role, we are here to help you do that.
Yeah. And as you guys see, like he provided some options or just some, I guess highlighted some companies. I should say not options. I guess they would be options once you go look for a job, but it's not limited to technology or tech companies. Okay. So that's one of the things we want to highlight as well. Like a lot of times people hear about Scrum, and I know we advertise it in a lot of ways. We're saying looking to get into tech. I know that's the hot thing right now. And a lot of people do, but it's used in so many other industries, finance, there's like construction, health industry. So it's not limited to tech. There's so many companies that are taking advantage of the Scrum framework. So I just wanted to
Yes,
highlight
sir.
that.
So once you get a certification, you get that experience, you can apply to a lot of different types of jobs in this market here. So I did highlight the tech companies, but like Pia said, it's not limited to just tech companies. These
Right.
are companies that are looking for scrum masters, looking for product owners. They are looking for people to help them transform their organization into the agile. We call it agile transformation. So into like they're undergoing an agile transformation.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind once you do enroll into a program, and once you do enroll into maybe our program, that you have to really get that experience so you can go and speak to some of these things and produce value to the people that you are being interviewed by. And that's what they are looking for. They're
Mhm.
looking to feel and solve a problem. And that's what the interview is for. If you cannot produce value, or if you can't tell people how you are going to help the company, you will not get that job, because people are applying and you are not the only one that will be trying to get the
Yeah.
job.
Really quickly, I'm thinking we may have people who are viewing right now that are not familiar with Scrum or Agile. So I just want to give a quick summary that Agile is a methodology. Initially started off in the tech industry, but as I mentioned, it is in many other industries now. Scrum, however, is let's just say Agile is an umbrella. Scrum, however, is a framework within that or underneath that umbrella. Scrum, however, also is one of the most popular frameworks underneath the Agile umbrella, and that's why we're kind of focused on Scrum. But basically, what it is, it's a way to manage projects by improving the processes that the engineers or any of the team members use to develop a product a product or a service. So it's a way that they can improve the process, become more efficient, eliminate waste, and satisfy their stakeholders at a quicker pace than they would have had they used any other process in most cases. So
Yeah.
that's a quick
I
summary.
love I love the explanation that I'm not gonna say explanation, but that summary of what agile and scrum is, because a lot of people may not know and they may run away from trying to get certifications or trying to get into that field because of that.
Yeah,
So, like we just said, Scrum Masters and product owners earn 90K to $250,000 a year.
yeah,
These are some of the most higher. These are some of the most higher paying jobs in the industry.
right.
Um,
And 90K is actually on the lower end. I'm just going to
yeah,
be honest with you. When you start off 90K, you might feel like you're getting ripped off, but it happens. But it's usually on the lower end. On average, it's usually around at least 100,000 starting
yeah. So that's entry level 90.
entry
Like
level.
when people are just looking to fill this role and they're like,
Mhm.
okay, you don't have much experience, I can give you 90 or 100. So
Yeah.
entry level 90 to 100,000
Yeah,
dollars.
and since so many companies are looking to adopt agile, although a lot of companies have and they are at this time, it's going to only increase as time moves on, right? A lot of companies are becoming more familiar with the benefits of agile, so the outlook for the job is what a lot of people take into consideration when they're looking to change careers. So if that's a concern of yours, I can assure you, if you look it up, hands down, this is definitely a major or a great place to start, or a great place to, I guess, take into consideration, because the outlook is definitely there, regardless of wherever you are in the country. You can be anywhere in the world for that matter, but for those in the United States, regardless of where you are, there's jobs, and it will continue to increase over the years.
Absolutely. And another key benefit of becoming a Scrum Master or product owner, you have opportunity to work from home. I know there's a lot of talk with people returning into the office, federal workers
Mhm.
returning into the office, but there are a lot of jobs that are still remote. And if you learn this skill, if you learn how to be a scrum master, how to be a product owner, you will have the option of working from home, because these companies are sometimes startups. They don't have the big buildings already. Some of the reasoning behind, they don't care if you return to the office. They only care about getting their products and services developed faster and make money off of those products and services. So working from home, that's a great incentive for business owners to say, come on, you can work from home and we can pay you this amount. So just keep that in mind as well. Work with tech teams, but not to have technical, but not be technical. So that means you can work on a tech team as far as engineers, software developers, um, anything in tech, but you don't have to know exactly what they do. Pia talked about it a little bit. Product owners and scrum masters, they are people in the business that help the teams work better and more efficiently. So the systems we put in place, the things that we do as far as leaning out processes to make sure that every meeting is valuable and time is valuable. Those are the things that we'll be teaching you inside of the course as well. So our mission is to give back to our communities. Where we started is far from where we are today.
Yeah.
We want to help people find a path to career success, and not just people, but businesses as well. So, what we can do is train individuals, push them to companies, and help that company produce products, services faster to get more return on investment. So, that is our mission. We want to make sure that you get a higher paying job and you also are able to live a life that you want to live. Because once before, we were not where we are today, like we stated here. We were, well, I can say for myself, I was making well below $60,000. And now I'm on the upper end of a six-figure income. So
Mhm.
we want to make sure that you guys have the same opportunity.
Yeah. And also when it comes to the mission, I know I definitely heard you put emphasis on helping the individuals and helping the companies, but just to kind of add on to that a little bit more, you know, Damo and I didn't have well, I know Damo took a program, right? A boot camp.
Yeah, I
Didn't you
took
attend
a
one?
mentorship. Yeah.
A mentorship. Yeah, so he had a mentorship, but his wasn't as useful or beneficial to him, right? I think you felt like you kind of got ripped off a little bit, and you charged a lot of money for yours. I remember you telling me something like that.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't even know there were boot camps that even existed, so I was solely on my own, struggling, trying to figure it out. So we both had two totally different experiences, but neither one was like super easy. So that's another reason why we've kind of curated this or designed it in a way that kind of helps alleviate a lot of that unnecessary stress that we had to go through because we know what's required or what it involves to get into the industry. So yeah, just keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, and my program was $3,000 so, for 2 weeks, and
$3,000 for 2 weeks.
yeah, and it took me a year to get my job after that. So, and I mean a year. And I always say this, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I went on in 100 interviews before I got my job, but I feel like I went on
Was it
those
really
100.
100 though? Like, did you
Yeah,
count
yeah, I was counting because I
them?
had my little notebook. I'm like, okay, I didn't do this right. I didn't do this right. I didn't do this right. Um, but it was always something different in the interview that I hadn't ran into before. I didn't
Mhm.
have that real world experience to speak to some of the things they were asking me, or even have a
Yeah,
dialogue during the interview
yeah.
process. So, I feel like I went through those interviews for everyone else. I felt like I took all the
It
bullets,
definitely
and
gave you
now,
practice.
yeah, gave me some skills in teaching.
It
Like,
did.
okay, you're going to run into this, you're going to run into this, you're going to run into this. So, well, yeah, that's the reason that I feel like I went on all of those interviews. Now, our services, like we kind of briefly went through this. We teach the basics in 4 weeks, and then we go into the real world projects. So, providing real world experience, practical knowledge in their environment, help you get certified, build a resume that stands out, and prep you for the interview as well. Help you secure a six-figure job. And I know this is 4 points that we're touching on, but it's way more than that, right? You learn how to
Mhm.
work with applications, learn how to use Teams, Confluence, different things that you may not know what it is. I know everyone probably knows what Teams is, but there's so many different functions in Teams that will hinder you from getting a job as well, like building out channels and updating those channels and making sure that you're engaged on teams. So it's certain things that you still need to learn how to do. Even if you have a Teams application, you are not really utilizing Teams the way that you probably need to inside of an organization. You learn how to use Jira, and there's some of the tools that we are offering to make sure that you understand how to move in this
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah. Yeah. Because even when I went for my interview, luckily for me, they didn't ask me a whole lot about Jira. And I got really lucky because the person who interviewed me was not an Agile coach, as I mentioned to you, and they weren't a Scrum Master. They were an engineer and they were new to Scrum. But let me tell you, in most cases, the person who's going to interview you is either going to be like an Agile coach, someone who's experienced in Agile, or a Scrum Master, and they're going to make sure, they're going to ask you certain questions to make sure that you are familiar with the tools. The most common is Jira, but there are other tools. Like Azure DevOps, but yeah, Jira is the most common tool. So it's important that you guys have experience in utilizing those tools as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's another benefit of taking our program. You can potentially work for us. So we'll do an interview, we'll talk to you as you go through the course, see how you're learning, and you can potentially work for us and make money while we are still trying to push you out to a higher paying role. And if you produce well inside of the company, we may pay you a higher salary as well. So we are trying to check all the boxes to ensure that you have the opportunity that we never had before. And this, like I said, is a course that is unique and is different from any other course. We are continuously improving on the course by adding more value each and every week. As you see, we did say something about a laptop and earbuds being given away, and we still are going to tell you about that sometime during this presentation.
We'll get there soon.
All right. So I know everyone is wondering, okay, what's the data on it? What's my chances of getting a job? What can I tell? What do I know about getting a certification versus experience? So here we are here to tell you that only certification. So about 25% of companies are open to hiring Scrum Master or product owners that only have a certification. And when I say 25%, I mean the higher paying roles, the jobs that are not undergoing a transformation, which a lot of companies are not going under that transformation anymore because they have already adopted a piece of Agile. Agile is still evolving and people are still learning about it, but we do have, like Pia said, those Agile coaches in place now. So they will be on your interview. You need to be able to speak to some of these things. But if you only have a certification and don't have that experience, they will call you out on that interview. And they may not say it on the interview, but they might give you a little, okay. And if you hear that,
I mean, honestly, you're just not gonna be able to answer the question. They don't have to call you out. They're gonna ask you a question that's gonna be directly related to an experience that you just don't have. That's like if you're having a conversation with someone and someone asks you a question about an experience that you do not have, you cannot elaborate on it. And if you choose to lie, it means you can't go into detail. So it's going to be obvious, but you're just not going to be able to answer the question. That's just
exactly. So with HSI plus the cert and experience, your chances go up from 25% to 65% of being hired with one of these companies or, with us as well. So it's a win-win entering the program as long as you put your best foot forward and continue to learn and grow, ask questions, use the resources that we are giving you, and be open to learning. It
yeah,
doesn't go to 100% because some of that is on you to learn what we are teaching you. And go ahead, Pia. I know
yeah.
you have something
I
to
was
say.
just going to say, so yeah, what the percentages. So yeah, 25% is the chances that you'll get if you have a certification. And then obviously increases to 65%, which is a significant turnaround. Think of those who go to college and then they go to get like an internship. The reason why they go for an internship is not because their credibility is not suitable as far as their credentials with college. It's because they know their chances to land a job, a quality job, will be dramatically increased once they get the experience. It's the same thing. So you can consider it as, you have the certification, but you're getting an internship. You're getting that hands-on experience. So people do it all the time, which is why a lot of times people look to go to really good colleges and they try to get into all these programs so they can get the experience that they need to land the job. So it's the same thing.
As in our network is very I wouldn't say broad, but it's diverse. So we can refer you to different people as well. We can say we train this person. Here's what they can do. We are backing them. We will still be here to support them. And as we acquire it, because holiday system touches a lot of different industries, we will be training you to push you into those positions if you are working with us. So that is one of the another one of the benefits that we offer the mentees that enter our
Yeah.
program.
And we've actually added some links. Depending on where you're viewing us from, you should still see a link to access more information about the program, about how you can get the laptop and the earbuds, which is like a big thing because I've never seen anyone offer those. So click on the link to find out more information. Our next cohort starts March 3rd. The February cohort is full. We do try to keep the classes relatively small, so this way everyone can get all the attention that they need, but also enough of the hands-on experience needed or that's provided to you within the project, the live project. So I would definitely say I would recommend that if you are interested, I wouldn't wait until I wouldn't wait too long. It's already in February. So I would click the link. And if you have any questions, you can also DM me or contact Damo for any additional questions as well.
And also to add on to that, you want to hurry up and get into your seat because these prices won't stay the same forever, right? If you miss this one, you may not catch the cohort that you can afford, even though we do work with and do payment plans as well. But you want to hurry up and get your seat because you want to go ahead and get started because this year has started off with a bang, as you can
Yeah.
see.
Wait, you know what? Let me stop really quickly. You said something that may be very useful to a lot of people, right? I know the economy, as far as finances, is kind of challenging for a lot of people. And Damo mentioned something. We have payment plans, right? So even though what we're offering is highly cost effective, we deliberately put it to that rate so we can kind of help eliminate some of the financial constraint and stresses that people are facing today. But we do have the payment plan if that amount is still, I guess a little challenging for you to give up at one time. We do have the payment plan. So either way is something that we've created in a way that hopefully you guys can still, be able to take advantage of the opportunity.
Absolutely. And with the salary that you will make from becoming a scrum master or product owner, you'll make that 10 times over.
Yeah. No, that's another point too. Like, I swear, you have to be in it to win it. You have to invest. Name one person who is making a really good lifestyle or salary right now, or even owns a business or whatever, and they haven't invested. So oftentimes we spend money on things that we don't get anything from, right? I went out this past weekend and regretted it the very next day because I'm like, I went out and spent like $100 and it served no real value. And I know I'm not the only person that does that. How many times do we go out to eat? We go get our hair done. We go out to drink with the fellas, or, we spend money on things and we get nothing in return. And I'm just going to say, I'm a firm believer in investing in myself. One thing I don't take for granted is investing in myself. Currently, right now, although I have this, which I love, I have my day job, which I love. I'm also currently investing in taking a AI and data analytics course because I know there's value in investing in myself. So regardless of people on my social media, you may see me having a good time in my social life, but one thing I don't do is play with my time, play with my value. And I'm going to tell you also, the market is going to pay you what you give to it. It doesn't matter what your mama say, it doesn't matter what your friends say about your value. If the market doesn't see value in what you have to offer, your income right now is a direct reflection of what you've put out. And I know that hurts for so many people because I've had to go through it myself. I had to have a conversation with myself saying, Pia, you make this amount of money. This was years ago before actually, when I first decided to go back to school, and I was having a conversation with myself, like, it was like $20 an hour. And I was so disappointed in myself because I can't get mad at anybody else. Doesn't matter how pretty you are, doesn't matter how cool you are, doesn't matter how many friends you have, doesn't matter how many kudos and credit your mama gives you. The fact of the matter is, it takes you to change your life, and it takes you to create the value. So if you are a person right now and you feel that within this economy, you are having a hard time, it is likely because you have not applied enough to get yourself in a better situation, and you have to take accountability. So when you find yourself realizing that $750 or whatever it is, the payment plan is something that you cannot do, but you're making plans to go out and do something that has no value at all, now you need to get your priorities together. So this is just my motivational speech. My friends know I'm going to tell you how it is, but I was able to change my entire life around because I decided to take accountability, and I decided to reprioritize what was important, and I was able to quadruple my salary within the market. So now the market can see what I'm really worth, and I'm not even done yet. Okay, so that's my 2 cents for you all. So little inspiration.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So just to let everyone know, everybody not your mama.
That's right. Only your mama gonna be like, you did a good job, Randy.
But yeah, I love that, Pierre, because I was in the same situation. I was making $7.50, and I have taken
I
off
remember those
like
salaries. Yo, 750 is crazy. Oh my
yeah.
god.
But
Please tell me that was
I
a long
went
time
through
ago, because that was illegal.
yeah.
It was like when the
Yeah,
last 10
it was a
years.
long time ago, but I
Okay.
did move and transition a lot of different careers in my time, um, from the 750 to the military pay, which was E5, $60,000 a year, and I quadrupled that. So, what Pia is saying is right.
You can
So,
change it. Okay. I went from 40,000, and I'm telling you all this not because I want to boast, although I am happy and proud of myself. I'm telling you this because so many people settle. You don't have to. You know how many people I hear on a daily basis tell me how unhappy they are with their job, how much they can't afford this, they can't afford that. I hear them complaining about finances. I don't have to complain about finances. I'm not rich, but I'm certainly not struggling. And I'm just saying, like, I went from 40,000, and within 3 years, and obviously I applied some effort, a lot of effort, but I went from that to 86, then I went to 110, and then I went to 140, and now I'm at 160. Okay. I did that in actually less than 3 years. The 160 came in 3.5 years, but you can make that change. You don't have to sit around. So don't let 3 years go by, like my mother said, because 3 years is going to go by regardless, and then you'll still be sitting there with the same stress.
exactly. Make that jump, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who is this for? College students, recent graduates, IT professionals, military veterans. I myself,
That's you.
I'm a military veteran, and career changers. If you hate your current
I was a
job,
career changer.
I think we both were career changers, but if you hate your current job, this
Mm-hmm.
is for you.
And I
Get
hated
out
my
of
current
that
job.
rate race. Get out of
Mm-hmm.
that rat race, and make sure that you are putting forth the effort to become what you know you can be. Everyone can be more than what they are. I can be more than what I am. Pia is working towards becoming more than what she is. So we are here to motivate you, push you to your limit, and make
Yep.
sure that you succeed.
That's right. And if y'all, those who follow me on Instagram, you already know every single day, what do I say? Most cases, today's a new day to have a better day. So don't worry about the troubles of yesterday. Okay. So if you feel that you have not been achieving what you would like to achieve, right? You haven't been accomplishing goals. Today is a new day. I'm a firm believer that you can make changes to your life at any time. And if you hate your job, I don't understand how people can hate their job and say that they don't have enough motivation to do something else. You must not hate your job enough. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Whatever you say that you want to do, if you don't do it, you really don't want to do it. You are actually truly content with where you are. The only way you can prove to yourself and to everyone else that you do not deserve what you get right now is if you make the change. If not, I can't believe it. So if you hate your job, you don't have to stay there. I had someone tell me today, actually, walking to the bus stop. She said, I hate my job. And I'm like, you can make the change. I was telling her about it. And she was like, I just don't have the motivation. I'm like, but you hate your job.
Yeah, that should be motivation enough.
You should. But
So
yeah, so it's not for
it's
just for those. Sorry, Damo. As he mentioned, college students, recent grads. So if you're currently in college, don't let that be the reason why you not start your career now. So this is something that you're interested in, you can absolutely start. The course is not too demanding where you can't function at a day job or combine it with your current program. I did it simultaneously while I was in school. So I would totally recommend combining if you're currently in college. You know, you might as well get all the credentials that you can at one time. Any recent grads, this is a great way also to kind of improve your credibility, also kind of enhance your resume. So I would highly recommend. I can't really see that many fields or many careers would go wrong with having the Scrum knowledge on their resume. IT professionals, absolutely. I can't picture any IT professional that is not familiar with Agile and Scrum. Oftentimes, even if you work as an engineer, if you work as, I don't know, a lead solutions analyst, I have seen in many occasions, although they are not Scrum masters, they're not product owners, they have to fulfill the role. Sometimes
exactly.
organizations, they are looking to hire Scrum masters and they're having a hard time fulfilling those roles. And they will have other people in the IT position working as a Scrum master. So once again, any IT professional, that will be an added benefit to your resume once you have that. I know Damo can speak on the military veterans, but the top three, those are a few reasons why I would encourage it.
Yeah, military veterans are great scrum masters and product owners because we work on teams our whole career from E1 to OTN. So military veterans, if you are looking to break into tech, break into this industry and make a lot of money and not risk your life anymore, then
Right?
this is for you. I know we come from a long background of, do what you're told, but you are in a leadership position as a scrum master and product owner, and you are guiding people without the bullets and the bombs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what too, like this is just a list that we came up with, but that doesn't mean that if you're not on this list that this does not apply to you, right? So there's so many other professionals that I feel will be really suitable for the career change into a scrum master, right? I have even people who are personal trainers who are looking to transition. So if you're a person who enjoys working with people, if you're a person who like structure, if you're a person who likes to improve processes, perhaps you see things at work that are just driving you crazy and you see that it could be a lot more efficient, then this would be for you as well. So,
so how do you guys contact us? So we do have a community and we do have a free trial in that community, but we also have different resources. So you can visit our website, which we have in our
mhm.
bio. You can email us, you can text us, just scan that QR code at the bottom and it'll take you straight to the website, the
Yeah.
page that you can enroll into the program. And now for what everyone has been waiting for, how do you get the free laptop and earbuds? So the way that you do that is just simply enroll into the program. Everyone that enrolls into the program will receive a free laptop and earbuds prior to the course starting. So if you hurry up and enroll, you will receive your laptop in your earbuds, and the earbuds are Beats. So they are not just some
And
wall.
not the Walgreens brand I bought the other day
Yeah,
that broke
yeah.
down.
The ones that are gonna die immediately. So these
Exactly.
are Beats headphones, and the laptop is this year. So I know we want to make sure that you have all the tools to be successful. If you don't have a laptop, we're giving you a laptop. You need headphones so you can hear us, so you can tune out all the noise from the world.
Yeah.
You have your beats, cancellation, noise cancellation, that you can pay attention to the coaches and what we are teaching you. But all jokes aside, we came up with this so you guys can really produce value in the market while we are teaching you. So we want you to learn from projects. We want you to pay attention to the course. We want you to ask questions. We want you to be able to study the documents that we are giving you. So we wanted to make sure that you had a laptop and you had some earbuds so you can really be efficient at
Yeah.
learning.
It's funny you say that, and he's so right because I just heard the other day. I'm always talking about what I heard. I ain't gonna tell you no names though, but I just heard the other day someone was telling me that they didn't have a laptop, wasn't themselves, but someone they knew, and they were literally going to school on their phone. I could only
Mhm.
imagine the challenges of trying to go to school and learn something on your phone. So I know many people do have laptops, but sometimes things happen. So this would be an extra incentive. And if you already have a laptop, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having another one. So, it's a win-win situation.
All right. Is there anything else you want to cover, Pia, before we end the call? I know we're a little over
Um,
time.
Not really, but for those who are on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Leave any comments. We try to do this every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Some hiccups sometimes. We have other priorities, but we definitely try to make you guys a priority. So 7:30 Mondays, 7:30 p.m. on Wednesdays. We also try to have that consistent with having other professionals come and talk to us about their experiences. So stay tuned for that. Also, we did add the link into the comments. So hopefully you guys had access to the link so you can find out more about the earbuds and the laptop. I really look forward to working with you all. If you have any questions, any concerns, feel free and reach out to us. As I mentioned, there are payment plans. So don't allow the inability to throw it all at one time, keep you away from a great opportunity. And I want to thank you all for viewing from all the different platforms. And hopefully I'll see you all soon. That's
Yeah.
all I
And
have.
just one thing before we end. So when you click the link and you are enrolling, we accept all types of payments as well. So you can do afterpay. You could break your payments up through our website as well. So we offer payment plans, and through the payment method, they also offer payment plans as well. So whatever way that you prefer to do it, you can do it. We just want to make sure that you have the guidance that you need so you can produce value to not only to the world but to yourself. So we will be back Wednesday with Life Before, and next Monday we'll have another info session where you can get more information on different things that we are developing or things that have already made it into the market. So until next time, guys, peace.
Bye.